Hello viewers, welcome to another financial accounting class in Prof. Bittaye's online digital classroom. The topic of discussion would be centered on two things. First, discussion on characteristics of good accounting information. And second, discussion on problems associated with good accounting information. Now, let's start with the characteristics of good accounting information. Therefore, characteristics of good accounting information can equally be called characteristics of good financial information or features of good accounting information or even features of good financial information. Now, every good accounting information or financial information should possess certain qualities to ensure it is useful for decision making by users or stakeholders. Therefore, the key characteristics or features of good accounting information include: one, understandability. Accounting information or financial information should be clear and easy to understand so that users with reasonable knowledge of business and financial matters can interpret it correctly. Another characteristic of good accounting information is relevance. Accounting information or financial information must be relevant to the decision-making needs of users or stakeholders. It should help them evaluate past performance, assess current financial position, and make predictions about future events. Another characteristic is timeliness. For accounting information to be useful, it must be available when needed. Delayed accounting information may lose its value for decision making. Another characteristic of good accounting information is comparability. Accounting information or financial information should be prepared in a way that it allows users to compare results across different periods or with other businesses of similar nature. This requires consistency in accounting policies and practices. Another characteristic is completeness. Accounting information must be comprehensive within the limits of materiality. All significant accounting information necessary for decision making should be included. Another characteristic of good accounting information is reliability or objectivity. Accounting information or financial information should be accurate, free from material errors and unbiased. Users must be able to trust that the data faithfully represent the business transactions. Another characteristic of good accounting information is verifiability. Accounting information should be supported by evidence and capable of being checked or audited by independent parties. Another characteristic of good accounting information is neutrality. Accounting information should not be manipulated to favor any particular group or individual. Instead, it must present a fair view of the business. Another characteristic of good accounting information is consistency. Accounting methods and principles should be applied consistently over time, allowing users or stakeholders to make meaningful comparisons. Another characteristic of good accounting information is materiality. Only information that could influence the decisions of users or stakeholders should be reported. Insignificant details may be omitted to maintain clarity and relevance. Now, let's look at the problems of good accounting information. While good accounting information is essential for decision making, preparing it comes with several challenges and limitations. One of them is it is costly and time consuming. That is, producing accurate and detailed accounting information requires resources, time, and skilled personnel, which can be expensive for a business. Another problem associated with good accounting information is difficulty in customization. That is, accounting information is usually prepared in general format to serve multiple users. That is, accounting information is usually prepared in a general format to serve multiple users. Tailoring the information to meet the specific need or needs of a particular user or stakeholder is difficult and often impractical or unreasonable. Another problem associated with good accounting information is pressure from users. That is, accountants may sometimes be asked to produce specific information or reports to satisfy particular users or purposes. Meeting these demands can complicate their work and increase the risk of errors or bias. Another problem associated with good accounting information is complexity of transactions. That is, modern business transactions can be complex, involving multiple currencies, derivatives, or long-term contracts, making it challenging to record and present information accurately. Another problem associated with good accounting information is judgment and estimates. That is, accounting often requires estimates and judgments, example, depreciation, bad debt, provisions, etc., which can reduce the objectivity or fairness and reliability of the information. Another problem associated with good accounting information is changes in standards and regulations. That is, frequent update in accounting standards or tax regulations can make it difficult to maintain consistency and comparability to accounting information. Another problem associated with good accounting information is technological and system limitations. That is, inadequate accounting systems or outdated technology can affect the accuracy, timeliness, and completeness of the information provided. And lastly, another problem associated with good accounting information is balancing detail and understandability. That is, providing too much detail can overwhelm or devastate users or stakeholders, whilst oversimplification may omit critical information. As a result, striking the right balance will become a challenge.